Yeah.
This is the only time I've cared about an election, and it's because there's so much hype behind it, and it's like, which way are you gonna get shafted?
Mhm.
Because honestly, I don't think it's gonna be good either way.
No. I'm not even paying attention. I'm super beyond caring.
I was like, I listened to one of the debates. It was like a podcast. Have you heard of Steven Crowder?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he's like this guy. He does like podcasts and stuff. And
Mhm.
it was him and the other guy he does podcasts with. And they were just commentating over the last debate. And I listened to it, and I'm like, damn, these people are both retarded. Like friggin', they're both saying stuff like straight lies. Like Trump, he's like, I've never met with Putin, and like 5 years ago, he's like eating dinner with him.
Just kicking it.
Yeah, it was like, no, it's on TV. You can't say you never met him when you're on TV, friggin' eating
Yeah.
dinner with him or whatever the hell he was doing. He was with him on video. Like, you're a retard.
Yeah. Everyone's like, she's a crook and a liar. And I'm like, so is he. They're both crooks and liars.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck? They're the same person. Like, they're
they're
literally gonna
yeah.
do the same shit. It doesn't matter.
The only difference is Hillary's gonna keep Obamacare. Like literally the only difference.
Yeah. Which I don't, it doesn't bug me either way. Like, I'm far too poor for it to affect me, so it does not matter.
What do you think about like all the gun law crap they're talking about? What do you
Um,
think about guns, like in the first place?
well, I'm not against guns, and I'm not against, like, responsible gun ownership. I think, like, open carry stuff and, like, people, like, being super patriotic about the Second Amendment
Yeah,
is kind of goofy. Like, I think that's dumb. Like, who cares? Like, it's. I feel like guns about, like, I feel like weed. Like,
yeah,
nobody likes weed guy who wears, like, weed socks and a weed t-shirt and is
yeah,
like, my whole life is about weed and, like, that's all I talk about is weed. Like, nobody likes that guy.
yeah,
And there's hella people that are that way about guns. And it's just like, dog, shut up with your gun hat that you're wearing and your gun t-shirt and your gun on your hip. Like, you're a dork.
yeah.
Like, you don't need to be gun guy. Now, if you want to own a gun, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with you owning a gun. Like,
It depends on your neighborhood too.
yeah, like, see,
Like,
I live in a really sketchy neighborhood, and
yeah,
my
like
roommates have guns,
if
and
I
that's
were
not.
allowed to have guns, I'd have a gun because I
Yeah,
don't like walking home from the bus. Like it sucks.
like, there's nothing wrong with having a gun for protection. Um, but I think some people go way overboard with it, and
Yeah,
probably, like, there should probably be, like, a limit on how many guns people should own. Um, but then that freaks people the fuck out when you say shit like that. Well, I'm done. Like, if you say anything about any kinds of restrictions about guns or ammunition, people lose their fucking mind in America.
yeah,
So I don't know, man. It's kind of a moot conversation to me because until, like, I'm in my 40s and 50s and most of, like, the old dumb people have died off, nothing's gonna change.
yeah,
So, like, it really doesn't matter too much. Like, basically, when I have kids and I'm making decisions as to what's going on in the world, that's when I'm gonna start caring about stuff. That's when I'm gonna start paying attention. People are like, oh, that's the wrong way to think about it. You should be caring now so that when that time comes, you, like, are better positioned. And I'm like, no, that's, you do what you want to do. That's totally cool. But don't tell me what I'm gonna do is right or wrong because I
yeah,
don't care.
yeah. Like for me, honestly, I hate that we're not allowed to have guns because it doesn't matter what the hell your gun laws are. People are
Mm.
gonna have guns.
Yeah,
Like Canada, people have guns. People get shot, and it's like we gotta strengthen the gun laws. What are you talking about? You already have strong gun laws, and people are still getting shot in the face.
yeah,
Like it doesn't. Gun laws don't do anything.
no.
They don't. They do zero. They can stop people from getting rifles, maybe, and they stop every single person in the world from having a gun. But people are still gonna get shot. People are still gonna like rob banks. Like you're
Yeah.
not stopping gun violence.
And I would
one thing-
rather have people have rifles than fucking pistols. Pistols are really easy to conceal and
yeah,
shoot each
you
other
can
with.
shoot someone through your pocket, and
Yeah.
they'll never know you shot them.
It's
Like,
pretty
you can
hard
have
to
your hand-
hide like a fucking assault rifle unless you're just like the trench coat gang.
Yeah, like I've seen a video of that. Some guy was like, I don't know, it looked like an old video, but I don't know. Those freaking cop dash cams are trash, so you can never tell. But like this guy was shot at a cop through his friggin' pocket. I don't know if he hit him or not, but he shot at him.
Mhm.
He just walked
hot.
out of the car with his pockets, and you hear pop pop, and the friggin' holes
Yeah,
in the
that's
window.
way too hot. You could be like, I'm reaching for my identification, and you're just like, bang, bang,
Yeah, and then before you know his friggin' first name, you're dead.
bang. Mm-hmm.
And like one of Hillary's biggest arguments in the debate that I saw with gun laws, she's talking about how those 3-year-olds that like shoot themselves because they don't know what a gun is. It's like, yeah, all like 5 times that's happened in the last 20 years. It's probably more
Yeah.
than that, but like it doesn't really happen.
Yeah, it's
that
not
much.
like a strain on the children or the youth of America. They're just shooting
Yeah,
themselves.
it's not like we're dying off by the numbers because we're shooting
Yeah.
ourselves before we know how to talk.
There's far too many kids. We lose millions of children a year from self-inflicted gunshot wounds.
Yeah, and like if your friggin' guns are out, if you're like you gotta be a pretty bad parent, just have your gun lying around like that too.
Yeah.
Like if I had
definitely.
guns, it would be somewhere where I, like no one's getting my gun.
Yeah, no, what you just said is true. If you have your firearms out and you have children walking around and you are unattending your firearms, you're a
You
bad
are
parent.
officially a
Period.
retard.
Yeah, you're officially a bad parent. You're fucking retarded. Like, what the fuck is... You're stupider than shit. Like, what the fuck is your goddamn problem? And
Yeah.
what pisses me off is that I'm way into science. I'm way into science and genetics. I love DNA.
Yeah.
I love that kind of shit.
I'm the same.
All this dumb shit is doing is making, like the Darwin effect harder
Yeah.
to take place. Like, these motherfuckers are killing themselves because they're obviously too stupid to remain in the gene pool. So you're making the gene pool that much muddier by getting in and throwing in these fucking laws and all this dumb shit that was cleaning up, doing nature's work, you know? Like,
Yeah, like
not
you wonder
everyone...
you wonder why everyone friggin' survives off of medication because we've had it for however long and now we're too friggin' weak to go without it.
Oh, dude,
Or
seriously.
the majority at least.
And there's like, man, I hate to say it and shit, but there's like way more mental disorders going on than there ever has been. There's like
Yeah.
so many more people with like autism and fucking just all kinds of mental disorders and shit. And people go, oh, well, it's vaccinations and dirt. No, dummy. It's because it's so much easier to live that people like that fucking
Survive.
100, 200 years ago, yeah, didn't fucking survive. They'd only make it to maybe like 5-10 years old, but now they're making it into their 30s and reproducing and fucking fucking the genetic pool up. And then
Yeah.
someone else reproduces with that person. And then someone else reproduces with that person. It's just like, we are fucking ourselves genetically as a human species.
Yeah. Like friggin' I'm in 2 of the classes I have, well, not really one of them. It's like social sciences, so it's like anthropology,
Oh
psychology,
yeah,
all-
anthropology is so dope. My girlfriend's doing that.
Yeah, like it was boring as hell, but as soon as we got into like the biology part of it, like the Darwin stuff and all that, like that's when I actually cared because I'm like, hey, this is like
Yeah, this is where we
this
come
is-
from.
Yeah, like, and there's all these people. It's like, no, there's a creator. It's like, dude, have you seen what people look like 1,000 years ago?
Yeah.
And they're like, the Earth is only 2,000 years old. Why are there no paintings in caves of dinosaurs?
I'd be like, please, we're not having a conversation anymore. You have a wonderful day, and I hope you have a wonderful life. And that would be it for me. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm too mean to those people.
Like, you
Yeah, I
can,
can't do it.
You can believe what you believe, but like as soon as you try to push something on me, I'm like, hey, no, you're
Ding.
friggin' wrong.
Yeah.
First of
And-
all, that's not what went down.
What's silly is those people will be like, no, you're wrong. It's only blah, 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 and start spouting off all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to go, oh, you're right. I've changed my opinion. Because if you do the same thing to them, if you go, nah, dude, you're wrong, and it's like this, they're like, no, I'm not going to listen. So it's like, what's the point of us even talking? You know I'm not going to believe you, and I know you're not going to believe me.
Yeah.
So go away. Like,
Yeah,
you're...
like-
You're silly.
I don't care what you believe, but honestly,
Yeah.
don't push it on me.
Exactly. I do
Especially,
not
like,
care.
if I'm kind of lenient, if I'm kind of in the middle, yeah, sure, try and bring me over. I don't care. But I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
on
talk
my
about
side.
it.
I'm on my side, and I'm staying on my side.
Hmm.
But one friggin' religion that I think is really cool is friggin' Buddhism.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
they're super chill, and it's, like, it's not, it's 100, like, it's not myth. Buddha is
Yeah.
he's a real dude.
Yeah, Buddhism, all pretty much Western religions that we know of today, your like modern Catholicism, your modern Christianity, those all are rooted in Buddhism,
Yeah.
like low key. Like they don't talk about it, but it's got a whole bunch of the same fucking ideals and teachings. It's got the deity figure and shit. Like, yeah, it's a total rip off of Buddhism. But yeah, no, you're right. If any religion's got it right or got it close to right, it's Buddhism.
Yeah, because, like, I remember I heard it somewhere that, like, how something about Buddhism. So then I looked into it, and they're like, yeah, it was, like, an actual dude. Like, they have friggin' documents of him. He's an actual person, and then they just thought he was so friggin', like, he was such a chill guy that they made a religion off him. Like, you gotta be a cool dude. I wish
Yeah,
they
the
made
religion of
something
this super cool dude.
like yeah, like, literally. It sounds like something a bunch of stoners made up.
Yeah, they're like, man, he's a cool dude, man. Like, he always comes through. He's got, like, extra fish and weed. Like, he's a cool dude, man. You should write a book and tell people to be like him, and then everyone will be cool, man. God
Yeah.
damn, that does sound like a stoner-ass idea, dude.
It
Oh
does.
my god.
Dude.
If everybody was just as cool as Buddha, bro, then the whole world would be awesome.
Dude.
Oh, that hurts my brain with how much of a stoner idea that is.
Dude, I've been, like, hurting people's brains today, because friggin' in my, like, we're on to psychology in that one class I'm in,
Mhm.
and she was showing, like,
dead.
a video. It's, like, diagrams of how neurons, like, transmit signals, and I was like, you want to, like, friggin' screw up your brain for the rest of your life? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, just, like, let it hit you that while you're watching that, that's actually happening, and, like, while that's happening, it's actually analyzing that, so it's, like, analyzing itself.
Yeah.
And then the dude was like, whoa.
Wow.
He had, like, a total stoner moment. It was so funny.
Brain just reset. He's like calibrating.
Like, loading thought process.
Yeah.
87%. Dude. Oh.